Hi, welcome to another of my guitar instruction videos. This time I'm going to show you a song by Big Bill Broonzy, another Big Bill Broonzy song. He's one of my favorites and apparently seems to be a favorite of a lot of people out there. Get a lot of response on my lessons, so I'm going to pick another Big Bill song that I think you'll all like. This is called I Get the Blues When It Rains. And if you've done any of my other videos for Big Bill style, you'll see a lot of the licks that you've learned that you probably already know. If you're just starting out, this is a great song to get started with Big Bill style. I'm going to play you each part of the song, just 1 inch along, one part at a time, break it down, then we'll move on to the next. To put it all together, I recommend that you listen to Big Bill's version of the song and then make your own version. I play it as an instrumental. So here's how it starts out. So what I'm doing, key of C, I'm going to pinch, that's just the first position, C chord. My bass is on the 5th string with the fretted at 3rd fret. And I'm going to open up by pinching the 5th string and the 1st string, open. So it's like this. And then I'm going to take my pinky and set it on the 4th fret of the 2nd string and then hit the open 1st string. So like this. Pretty simple. The whole time I'm keeping that bass thumping. And then right after that last lick, I'm going to switch to a G7 chord, which is my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string, my 2nd finger 2nd fret of the 5th string, and my ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, G7. So I start out in C, G7, so right here, so I'm going to hit the 1st fret, or 1st string, take off the 1st finger and set my pinky down on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So it's like this. Bass is thumping now. Now it's on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. And then what I'm doing is just playing that position, keeping my pinky there, and then bouncing my 1st finger off that 1st fret of the 1st string, and down here with the picking, just doing a little quicker picking, different kind of melody there. So, whoops. And at one point I use a lead-in note. I use that 3rd fret of the 2nd string, so it's like this. Whoops. That. So that little lead-in note, I wind up on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So let's play the whole thing through all the way. And now, next little phrase. Still in that G position where I've got the pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. My 1st finger is off. Hitting it once, then I'm hitting it again, and then open 1st string. So it's like this. Pretty simple. And then we get to one of the first really difficult licks of the song. This one, just typical Big Bill, takes a little practice, I'm still working on it. So it's like this. So without the bass, what I'm doing is a slide, which is a typical double stop Big Bill type thing. I'm sliding my ring finger from the 3rd fret of the 2nd string down to the 5th fret, and then I'm using my finger pick coming up on the 3rd fret of the 1st string And then I'm going to the 5th fret of the 1st string. Just like that. Thumping that bass. Except here, now I don't have the bass fretted. Now I'm just thumping the 5th string with it muted with my palm. And even though it's not exactly the right key, it still works. Big Bill does this all the time. And then he's going to go back to that lick on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. And what I'm doing up here is just bouncing back and forth between the 1st fret 2nd string, 2nd fret 3rd string, and the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So the whole lick, something like that. Keeping that bass going the whole time. Make sure you can play that with your 1st finger and then add the bass. Right there. Then we go to the F chord, which is your typical F. This is the 4 chord in the song. Your 1st position bar chord shaped F. Got my 1st finger on the 1st and 2nd strings at the 1st fret. 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. Ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And then my thumb wrapped up here, getting the bass. There's my chord. So what I'm playing is, first I'm hitting the bass and pinching the 2nd and 3rd strings together. And then with my pick, I'm going to hit the 3rd string and then the 2nd string, all while keeping that F chord shape. Then I'm going to use my pinky, do a little bend here. So without the bar chord, this is what I'm doing. I'm just doing it within the chord shape. So the whole phrase in F. So that's kind of a tough phrase to play. It's really easier with the capo, and you could even slide the capo down a little further. Just keep your hands from having to stretch so much, whatever you want to do. Then we go back to the C to an A7th chord. So let's stay with that C. So let's go back to the F lick. So what I'm doing, got the C chord, hitting the open 2nd string. Actually, it's got the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Open 1st string. Then I'm bringing my pinky down on that 2nd fret of the 3rd string again, while I'm keeping the C chord going. Then I'm going to an A chord, which is an A7th. Got my 1st finger barring the first 4 strings, ring finger on the 3rd fret, bars at the 2nd fret. And my bass now is an A, open A. I'm just taking my pinky all the way down to the 5th fret and bouncing back. So that whole phrase in the C, it's kind of a neat melodic thing. So from the F, that, and we go to a D7th. So the D7th, I'm still beating on the open A string, even though I'm in D. And on that little riff, I'm taking my ring finger off and on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, keeping the D7th shape. And that last part, I'm just holding that D7th. Like that. So let's take it from the C. that takes us to the G riff, the bass riff, which is one of the really cool parts of the song. So let's play it all the way through to where we're at, from the beginning. Okay, that's the end of part 1.